Hi everyone, it's Michael back again. We're in Destiny at the minute, so I'll give you an update on everything and continue the story that we were talking about. Righty, little update on Destiny. The other day, coming back to the car park, I was at work and I could see drip, drip, drip under the van. Like, oh no, please no, please no. So I got under the bonnet, I'm looking everywhere. It's not oil, it's not coolant. But anyway, in the end, I managed to trace it. It was diesel that was coming out. At the cost of what we have at the minute for diesel, that is not something what you want. Anyway, I tracked it to injector number 4. I'll quickly show you. It was just coming out of, where are we? There's a little hose there. It was coming out of that. So I'm thinking to myself, what can I do? I mean, obviously I could take it apart. It's not an issue. I'm more than capable. But here's the problem. If I take it apart and it breaks, I haven't got anything to fix it with. It's working at the minute. I'm losing fuel. What do I do? Fortunately, I just gave the hose a little nip up with a spanner and we're all good. So, phew, disaster averted. So, right, there's a few things I wanted to talk about. Firstly, there's been a lot of comments going on Alex's thing about just what's annoying about that I'm selling it for crack this, crack that. People are like, it's dehumanising. It hurts, things like that, to be judged like that, for people just to assume that that's what you are. It really grinds you down. It really does. And that's what I put up with for so long. You know? It's horrid. It really is. And then there's also people thinking that, you know, what they would do in my situation, how the council would help them. Well, let me explain to you. If you find yourself homeless on the streets, yeah, you'll ring your local authority. You'll find an option for I'm homeless, and you'll probably have to leave a message. You won't speak to anyone. That's it. No one's coming to your rescue. Nothing's going to happen. There's not enough council houses for people that need them, okay? So you're a single man, no hope. None whatsoever. You are not going to be rescued, okay? I'll explain to you what happens in Canterbury, and from what I understand happens in most places, okay? So eventually someone will find you on the streets, a council representative from like a Rough Sleeper initiative, and they will confirm that you are homeless. So there are a lot of chances out there, funnily enough. And then from there they'll forward you onto the housing list and any other services you might need, like drug and alcohol treatments, etc. Now, fortunately in Canterbury, we have, and we don't have this in a lot of other places, I understand, we have a place called Catching Lives. Catching Lives is an independently run charity. They're not beholden to anyone, yeah, and they're there to help. It's a day centre. It's open from 9 till 2 every day. You get breakfast, you get lunch, they've got washing machines to wash your clothes, they've got showers. And what they do is amazing. Really, I hope to do a video on them soon, because without them, I don't know what I would have done. There's guys in other areas that haven't got that, so I don't know what they're doing. I really don't. You know, I feel for them. So, anyway, we're going to continue the story of me being on the streets, okay? So we're in the Poundwell doorway, we're in the tent, okay? Now again, I'm telling you, I'm getting abuse, non-stop, nitty, scumbag, wronging, okay? It just wears you down so much that people think they know what you are, think that you couldn't have possibly had any sort of past before you ended up on the streets, that that's all that defines you, is that you're homeless, so you must be a junkie, you must be an alcoholic. It hurts, it really does. So what I did to try and block all this out is I read books non-stop, yeah, all day. Would read, get through 3 books in a day if possible, really would. And I made sure my tent was perfectly clean. I made sure I was clean clothes, well turned out. So no one had a reason to judge me whatsoever, yeah. I still did, all the time. That wasn't all bad. There was some amazing people that came and they'd help you. I never begged, nothing like that, never asked for anything. But people would come and they'd give you some money, I'd buy some food, or they'd bring you some clothes. And like that, that really meant a lot. People to recognise you, people to engage with you, that means more than anything. Because people realise that you're a human being, you're suffering. You know? A lot of people don't realise what you're going through when you're in that situation. They haven't got a clue. Now, anyway, we got to Friday the 13th of August. So you know it ain't going to be good yet. So it gets to the morning, so we're on Saturday the 14th, it's about 4 AM. I was woken up to my face being stamped on through my tent. kicked in the stomach, stamped non-stop. This stuff's hard to talk about because I've been trying to block it out, I really have, but I'll talk about it now because people need to know. But yes, I was woken up to my face being stamped on. I lost teeth, yeah. I managed to get out of the tent. There was two of them, and they just beat the living crap out of me. I had no chance, I was asleep. But it didn't just that. They destroyed my tent, and stole all my clothes, and they stole all my bedding. Then my clothes, my wallet had my money in it. I phoned the police and I begged them. I said, please, just this time, please, just come. I'll tell you what direction I'm going. Please, I need my things back, please. I've got nothing. No one came. Nothing. I was hurt badly. I really was. I said I needed an ambulance. I knew I needed an ambulance and didn't send one. In the end, I was just that exhausted. I just collapsed on top of my broken tent and went to sleep. I got woken up probably about 8 in the morning by someone walking past going, pisshead. It made me suicidal. It really did. The police finally turned up. They've gone to the hotel next door and looked at the CCTV. I've asked them, so I need to go to hospital. So we can't get you an ambulance. Terrific. So anyway, I looked at the CCTV and they said, oh, it's not a clear enough picture. And I just thought, bollocks. You could get a still from that. You could put it on Facebook and someone could identify them. In any other scenario, you would. But I'm homeless, so it don't matter. I've lost everything now at this point. And I'm hurt badly. So it got to about midday and I've gone to the toilet, sorry to say this, and I pissed blood. Actually pissed blood. I knew I need help. I'm not getting an ambulance. So I walked from Canterbury to Margate QEQM Hospital, 16 miles. Explained my injuries when I finally got there. And spoke to mental health. I said, look, I'm suicidal. So I've taken overdoses and things before, but I'm at a stage now where I'm going to either step in front of a trailer or I'm going to jump off something. I said, the only thing that's stopping me doing that is, with my luck, I'll probably survive but be paralysed from the neck down in the worst situation I'm in now. And they said to me, your problem's not mental health, it's housing. We can't help you. So I walked out of that hospital, I've lost everything. And I stayed up on top of the cliffs in Ramsgate for 3 days. You know what I was thinking about doing. Eventually the police turned up and I explained everything to them. And they thanked me for being polite. Can you believe that? They thanked me for being polite. And they took me to this place called Safe Haven, which is basically a mental health place where you go to talk. They were lovely, don't get me wrong, but they couldn't offer me any help for what I needed in that instant. Nothing. So I'm now stranded in Ramsgate with nothing at all. So I went to Margate and I stayed on the seafront for about a week. I realised there's no catching lives here, there's nothing. Couldn't get access to running water. I found a food bank. I explained to them, I said, look, I'm homeless, I've got nothing. So there's no point giving me packs of pasta, I can't cook anything, so I'm hungry. So they gave me a load of out-of-date cake. Fair enough, they gave me something, but out-of-date cake. Not the fact that it's out of date, the fact that, how's that going to sustain me? How's that going to lift my mood? So I realised I've got to go back to Canterbury. Much as I don't want to, with all the crap that's going on, I've got to. So I did, I went back. Went back to the doorway. Some people came past and they said that they'd seen what had happened before. They wondered where I'd gone and what had happened to me. And they said, wait there. And came back and they bought me a tent, first aid kit, loads of stuff. And broke me. Absolutely broke me. That level of kindness just absolutely broke me. So I've got my tent set up again. And I'm back in the doorway. And again, it just keeps going on. Abuse, violence. Just reading all the time. Abuse and violence. No one's helping. The police don't want to know. The council don't want to know. No one wants to help. I think I can't do this. I can't. August 31st comes along. I never ever have my tent door closed. And I'll tell you why. I read a story about in Dover. There was guys sleeping in tents and there was people coming along padlocking their zip shut and then setting fire to their tent. And stuck with me. Can you imagine what that would do to someone psychologically if that happened to you? Not just the fact of the danger you're in immediately, just what that would do to you psychologically. I can't even bear to think about it. So I've never had my tent door. I'd always break the zips off, and that's why I wear this. It's the last zip from my last tent. It's a reminder to me that kept me alive. But anyway, I had to do this. I needed some privacy. I needed to change clothes to get ready for bed. I've done my tent up. In that split second, someone with a can of deodorant or something, a lighter, set fire to my tent and me inside it. So I got out. My hand got burnt. I got out immediately, and I have reacted this time. I've lost it. And 3 of them are teenagers. Scumbag knee, all that. One of them, I said, "Come on then, fight me like a man. Come on, let's have it. I've had enough. I'll take you." My one pulls a knife out. I said, "What's wrong with you? There's 3 of you for starters. Why do you fucking need a knife?" They tried to stab me. Managed to move out of the way. And all the noise and all the commotion, they ran away. I phoned the police. Well, you can guess. Apparently, allegedly, they managed to catch one of them. But he just got done for possession of a bladed article, not for anything they did to me. Because again, they said there was not enough evidence. Those things stay with me. They're the reason why I have to sleep with a weapon in my hand. They're the reason why I can't sleep underneath a blanket. They're the reason why I have to say to people, if you're going to wake me up from a distance, because it'll just be reflex, or I'll go into fight or flight mode. What that has all done to me can never be repaired. And these are the things people don't understand. I find it so hard to talk about. When people try to talk to me about it, I say, "I can't, please, I'm trying to forget about it, please don't bring it up." But I'll share it with you now, so you could just understand what I was going through on a daily basis, and what it's done to me. I'm not who I was, completely. I'm not who I used to be. And I know that's never ever going to leave me. And this is what I want to change. If you go out and do something like that to a homeless, I want that to be a hate crime. I want there to be serious punishments for people that go out and do this. I want people to realise the damage that they do to someone mentally when they go out and do these things. Because we're already suffering enough. We've been dehumanised already. And they go out and do things like that. Who's been raised to think that's acceptable? Okay, if you're one of those people, look at me now. You've done this. I don't think I'll ever be able to share a bed with a partner again now. Okay? That's probably ruined my future. That is, as lonely as I am, I know that if I get into a relationship, I can't share a bed with someone. Just think, please, before you do these things, just think. Right, we'll speak soon, guys. Thank you. Bye.